I'm excited about this week. Now, have you ever noticed how your brain can remember that one piece of negative feedback from 6 months or 6 years ago, but it completely forgets the 20 compliments that you received just last week? That's not you. That's neuroscience. Hi, I'm Summer. I'm a keynote speaker and leadership trainer who helps organizations rediscover the magic in leadership, transforming chaos into clarity, pressure into purpose, and teams into something extraordinary. Our brains are fascinating little survival machines. They are constantly scanning the world looking for what might go wrong. Now, this is called negativity bias. This is an evolutionary trait that helped our ancestors survive things such as saber-toothed tigers and poisonous berries. But the problem is, most of us aren't being chased by tigers anymore, and the closest that we get to berries is in the grocery store. But our brains, they didn't get the memo. They haven't caught up to this world that we currently live in. So instead, they focus on what's broken. That email that didn't get answered, the team member who didn't show up, or the one client who complained. And meanwhile, the hundreds of things that are going right fade quickly and quietly into the background. And this is why gratitude is so critical. When we consciously focus on what's going well, when we take a moment to feel thankful, to feel gratitude, our brain literally changes. And I don't use that word lightly. Using literally to describe everything drives me batty. So I want you to understand when I say literally, I do mean it in the way that it is intended. Our brain literally changes. Study using MRI scans show that gratitude activates the prefrontal cortex and the dopamine pathways, which are the same regions that light up when we experience things like joy or connection. It's the happy part of our brain. It's like giving your brain a gentle reset, reminding it that not everything is a threat. And especially right now, where everything really does feel like a threat, this is critical. But that's not the only interesting thing. Gratitude doesn't just make us feel good, it actually makes us better. So research from the University of California, Davis found that people who kept weekly gratitude journals reported fewer physical symptoms, more optimism, and even exercised more. At work, these benefits multiply. Teams that regularly express appreciation experience higher engagement, lower turnover, and stronger collaboration. They work better together as a team. You see, gratitude creates psychological safety. When people feel seen and valued, they're more willing to share ideas, take risks, and trust one another. And when we recognize the good in each other, that trust allows us to not assume negative intent, which we talked about last week. Now, leaders who practice gratitude regularly are rated as more authentic, more empathetic, and more resilient. And the reason for this is gratitude pulls us out of scarcity thinking. It reminds us that even in uncertainty, there's things that are working for us, and it helps us look, instead of looking for things that trigger us, it helps us look for things that cause glimmers, cause moments of happiness. Now, I want to be very clear. Gratitude isn't pretending that everything is perfect. It's acknowledging that things can be messy and meaningful at the same time. It's not toxic positivity, it's grounded awareness. It's recognizing that, yes, I got a flat tire and that sucks and I hate that. And I got a flat tire right across the street from Discount Tire, which is where I have a warranty on my tires. I can be grateful, and this is a true story, by the way. I can be grateful for the fact that if I have to get a flat tire, I get it across from Discount Tire versus going down the interstate 50 miles from home. This is the science of neuroplasticity. What it means is when we start looking for things to appreciate, our brain will begin to rewire. Neurons that fire together, wire together. So the more that we focus on gratitude, the easier it becomes to see it and find it. And before you scroll past this video, I want you to try one simple thing. Think of a person who made your life or your work just a little bit easier this week. I want you to pause for 5 seconds. Picture their face. Now I want you to say thank you. You can say it in your head or you can say it out loud. And this isn't fluff. It's a micro habit that can shift your entire day. So if you're intrigued as to what else you can do, tune in next week where we're going to be talking very specifically how you can build in habits of gratitude. And if this message lit a spark, stick around. Every week, we're sharing insights from the stage, lessons in leadership, humanity, and the kind of change that actually sticks. Whether you're leading a team or leading yourself, I promise we're going to keep it real, relevant, and just a touch rebellious. And until next time, don't forget, leadership starts with you. And you have got this. I'll see you next week.